Come on, can we talk? All right. Oh, gather around.
I always wanted to be a singer, and I was always a dancer and a singer, but then when you get out there and people start really judging you for that, and they start dissecting you apart, and you think, I thought I was good at this, and it works on you, you know? We're human.
Well, look, I mean, I love her, but can we talk? Singing was never her forte. Her, Janet Jackson, like there's a litany of girls who aren't the best singers. These days, with all those studio antics and stuff, that auto-tune and all that mess, it can make anybody sing great. You know, but nobody, not just everybody, can shimmy and shake and dance and prance. So, Jennifer, don't you worry about that singing thing. Don't even take vocal lessons, okay? Just shimmy and shake and stay flexible.
Everybody posted so I could go #1, like without even me asking. Like I never asked them. They just did it voluntarily every day, harassing their followers. Like, make sure you download and stream Bodak Yellow, and look what you make me do.
People say she was throwing subtle shade towards Taylor, but people are always looking for shade in every story. The reality of the music business is she might be a one-hit wonder. Real talk? Can we talk? Yes! Who's the girl we sent away from rap? She fled the country. She went back to her own. Iggy Azalea. You know, like an Iggy Azalea or something like that. I don't know whether Cardi B is going to have staying power. I did see the performance this morning. They played it for me. And I've got it, Nicki, who? Ew. So in the meantime, here in New York, the Real Housewives, I know, awkward transition. Well, the drama continues because Sonia and Ramona are claiming to have slept with Luann's fiance, Tom. Now, can we talk? I mean, talk. Yes. Okay, so Tom just spoke out denying sleeping with either of these women. Okay. Here's my opinion as a woman. I don't believe that. I think that men, and I love you men, but you all seem to get away with bragging about however many women you've slept with, whether it's once, 5 times, you know, or whatever. We as women, we're not allowed to tell you our number. Women do not lie about sleeping around. Like, we lie down, we don't lie up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, if your true number is 21, as a woman, you always say, oh, 5. Right? Speaking of pie, not that pie. So, have you heard about who's coming for Patti LaBelle's pies? Can we talk? Yes. Okay. It's her longtime rival, Aretha Franklin. Well, you know, Miss Franklin, you know I love you. Miss LaBelle, you know I love you, but I'm a straight shooter. Pow, pow. Patti and Aretha have allegedly been enemies for many years. But I don't blame this on Patti. Miss Franklin, it's always been long legend that you always want to be the only diva. After a while, that becomes like real corny because there are so many women out here who are still, I mean, there's so many women with no talent trying to do it, but there are a lot of women who are doing it. Miss Franklin. So take that. Pow, pow. So this is Justin Bieber, okay. I know, tooth suck, eye roll, but it's my duty, you know, the purple chair. Well, in a long rant recently, it was long, He said that he won't be taking any more pictures with fans. And here's some of what he said. Hater in aisle 2. Okay. If you happen to see me out somewhere, know that I'm not gonna take a picture. It's gotten to the point that people won't even say hi to me or recognize me as a human. I feel like a zoo animal. Problem is that his teeny bopper fans don't understand that, and so they're going crazy, calling him all kinds of names and telling him, please, you know, we made you and that whole bit. So I get it, because his fans are young. But can we talk real talk about getting close? Okay. First of all, somebody could pull out a pen and stab you in the side. Second of all, when you're taller than most, people do funny things like they want to lay on your butt. Really? Get out of here. Second of all, what if they pull off your wig? This is real talk. Like, I love you all, but I also don't want your airborne diseases, nor do you want mine. You know, you get with somebody, they're trying to line up the phone, all of a sudden they cough. Or I cough. What the hell is in the cough? How about measles, smallpox, tuberculosis, and the plague? Oh, yes. Everybody's got something, and I would just rather talk to you about how beautiful your shoes are. Over here. You want to hear something shocking? Yes. That's why you come here, right? Demi Lovato is used to being asked for an autograph. She is a celebrity, but not in the way where she's got her feet in the stirrups at the doctor's office and right in the middle of the exam. He said, yeah, she was at the GYN. He says, my kids love you. Do you mind giving an autograph? I would fire the doctor right there with my feet in the stirrup. I'd be like, pull that, clamp it out. That's it. You know, can we talk? If we're all mothers, then we all know what they do. You pull that, clamp it out, you put your clothes on. I would absolutely be loud through the office. I would be loud in the waiting room. I would get in my car, and before starting it and screeching off, I would call one of those planes where you can rent with that banner that flies over like the Belmar Beach. And I would put that doctor's name up there. I mean, I would tell whoever would listen that this doctor is unethical in what he did. And I think most people would understand that. Like, that is horrible. I would never want a doctor who's a fan, only because when you go to a doctor's, there's a chance that they could diagnose you as dying. So it's not really a time to be having a good time. It's a time to be serious. So now we know the alleged real reason that Janet Jackson is returning to music. Allegedly. Her marriage is falling apart. Well, can we talk? Honestly? She shouldn't have married him to begin with. First of all, when you're a billionaire, and many of us don't know anything about that life, but we read a lot. Don't you know that when you're a billionaire, that the first commitment to your mom and dad is to sire an heir to take over the business? Now, times have changed a lot where the heir does not necessarily have to be a man. The same way they have that little Prince George over there, but now Charlotte comes along. Charlotte could also be king. You know, even the royals have bent. But he doesn't have any children. And his first obligation, when you're a billionaire, isn't your first obligation to sire at least one? To me, Janet is a second wife, not a first wife. Because once you get a second wife, you've already had your kids and some spares. 49, 50, 51, those eggs have been scrambled. And even though a lot of stars, they run from the paparazzi and they like their privacy when they're here living in LA, once you move to the Middle East and nobody's chasing you around and people are kind of forgetting about you, and all of a sudden Beyonce and Rihanna and these girls are closing in the ranks. Heck, you even see legends like Madonna still fighting the good fight, you know? Janet probably wants back in on the game. They're in school, right? Okay, kids aren't all they're cracked up to be. Like, can we talk? My mentality about them in the last 5 years has really changed, because I have a couple of girlfriends who say that they don't want to have kids. They say that. I don't know whether they mean that in their heart, but I would secretly judging. Like, what? What the hell cat are you? Ew. But now, with all this mess going on out here in the streets, and kids just, you know, kids aren't for everybody. So I've graduated to the other side. Can we talk about your hairdresser and the salon scene? Okay, so, you know, I don't go to the salon on account of camera phones. And as soon as you start rubbing my head, I start to fall asleep. So all you have to do is quickly just take the shot. But I gotta tell you something. Even more so than camera phones, the #1 reason that I don't miss salon life is the salon talk. I am not working. I don't remember what the hot topics were yesterday. I don't feel like talking. Do you like talking at the hair salon? Clap if you do. Well, you know, the hair salon, like the barbershop, they're a form of socialization. It's just that after you've worked all day, I don't know, I'm just not that girl. I never have been. Like, stop talking. You knew it wasn't gonna be long before fighting over money would happen in the Prince camp. And he had really tight control over his music. Like, you would never hear ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, kiss. That was my Mickey D remix. How you doing? They say that there are thousands of songs in the vault. Okay, can we talk? I mean, real talk? You know, like, my favorite Prince song is Adore. My second favorite is Most Beautiful Girl in the World. Just nice. But I have other Prince songs that I love, but in my mind, what I love is only 25% of what he has going on, because the rest of it are a bunch of guitar licks and 16-minute interludes with messages that I don't really understand. You know, because Prince in his own, look, he lived his life on his own terms, and a lot of people can't say that. But whatever's in that vault, I'm not sure that I can't, like, will Elvis Duran play these songs? Because I'm not into the B-side of nothing anymore. The following story I'm doing for all of us. I am so into it, I can't even breathe. Did you hear about this woman here in New York who found a mouse foot sewed in her Zara outfit? Now, I know you all love Zara, and there's the foot. So here she is feeling all sassy in her new Zara outfit. She noticed she felt something against her leg. So she's scratching and doing stuff. And finally, she decides to pull a thread. And the thread revealed, ta-da! She's claiming that she developed a large rash. Yes. And that it was diagnosed as a rodent-borne disease. This is so disgusting. You know what? There was even a smell attached to the foot. So she's walking around smelling like raw behind or something. Everybody knows the smell. You know that smell when a mouse is dead? Please don't act highfalutin. Okay, can we talk? There was a smell, but she's walking around, and I guess her co-workers and the people in the subway are, you know, excommunicating her. I would sue and sue good. Oh my gosh. All right, enough with that. Look, remember, Kanye talked about Taylor in his Fame song, and what he said was something to the effect of, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous. Well, I made the Be Famous line that Taylor didn't know about. She knew about the rest. What he didn't tell her is that last line. I made the Be Famous. Now, can we talk? We talk every day. Can we talk? Sometimes you don't mind being called a B if it's in the right context. Like if your wrists are above your head. Bitch, bitch. Yes, bitch. Bitch, come on now. But other times, and women, we can't have it both ways, but we do. Kind of like the N-word. You know how black people throw around the N-word, and it's cool sometimes, according to some black people, and not cool other times. You know, the same thing with the B word for women everywhere. Suzanne, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, completely.
Like sometimes you get called a B, and you're ready to fight.
Yes.
And then other times you get called a B.
And I love it.
All right. Did you watch Dancing with the Stars last night? Oh, okay. It was last week that Carrie Ann told her, you need to smile.
Yeah, they told her to smile.
Well, I wasn't watching, but I don't like when people tell me to smile. Like, you don't own this. So she said, so Carrie Ann goes, you're a good dancer, but you need to smile more. And so Simone told Carrie Ann, smiling doesn't get you gold medals. Well, I know, that was a read. But you know what the smile can get you? The smile can get you the Mirror Ball trophy. If you smile and you get 40, perfect scores and stuff. Anyway, Simone, smiling is, I guess, required when you're on America's show. And America's show is Dancing with the Stars. And besides, you're a black girl. And not for nothing. And yes, can we talk? As a black woman, I know when I don't smile, I see exactly the thought, in people's, it's like a threatening thing, angry black woman, angry black woman. Now I smile because I had braces for 4 years and I'm gonna show them off until they fall out, okay? But, when you don't smile, especially if you're 6 feet tall like me, even though she's only like 4'11", but still, it's the whole black woman thing. Anyway, look, there are 3 people remaining. You watch, let me know what happens, because I'm doing other things. The rapper Tyga. A reality show. Now, as friend to the show, Sandra Rose says, the washed up rapper Tyga.
Hey, yo, it's Tyga. I'm T-Raw. Welcome to my kingdom. So you know me from being a rapper. Yeah. Or maybe you're one of my Instagram followers.
That's why they call me King Gold Chains. I'm always king, yeah.
Now, you get to ride with me. So take my imagination to the next level.
Diva's here, boy! Can we talk? I don't believe a word of any of that statusy stuff is his. I think that the entire lifestyle is probably rented to impress you. I know him for dating an underage child more than I know about his music. That's what I know, that he's dating this child. But the most I know about him is that I don't care about this show. How I would care is if that underage child that he's dating shows up. And I'm suspicious of old men who date young girls. And I don't mean old like if you're 50 and you're dating an 80-year-old. And I don't mean old like, if you're 30 and you're dating a 50-year-old. I'm talking if you're 25 dating a 17-year-old. There's something wrong about that. Something that says, okay, he's got a tick where he can't even compete with maybe a girl with a college degree his age. Like, mentally speaking, he's not even on our level. So he's got to date a child because a child will worship him and listen to every word he says. And to me, that is a tick. Anyway, if you care to watch, this show is a go. It's called Kingin' with Tyga. And it premieres July 24th at 11:30 on MTV 2. Honestly, and clap it like you mean it if you'll be watching. Oh, but you hesitated. But you'll be watching. Okay, all two of you. We'll fix them during the commercial break.